Keeping up with the news is a lot like working the land. It's all go, all the time. Nature waits for no one. Farmlands is here to help this with expert advice, reliable products, and timely supply.
This is CountryWide CONNECT News with Farmlands. Good afternoon, I'm Richard Badley. A New Zealand veterinary welfare organisation has released what it says is the world's first code of ethical conduct for virtual fencing technology, calling on the industry to self-regulate before animal welfare issues become harder to address. Veterinarians for Animal Welfare Aotearoa says despite GPS collar systems being used on hundreds of thousands of animals worldwide, delivering audio, vibration and electric shock cues to manage livestock, the technology remains largely unregulated from an animal welfare perspective. The code covers animal research, welfare application and training, and calls for the establishment of a virtual fencing manufacturers association to set baseline industry standards. It also recommends transparency requirements, including publishing data on how frequently and at what intensity electrical pulses are delivered. VAWA Managing Director Dr. Helen Beattie says the goal is not to block innovation, but to ensure newcomers enter the market with animal welfare embedded from the start, rather than having welfare issues emerge after widespread commercial adoption. The primary sector features prominently in this year's King's Birthday honours, with leaders from throughout racing through to dairy research among those recognised. Leading the list is Sir David Ellis, appointed a Knight Companion of the New Zealand Order of Merit for his extensive services to the thoroughbred industry and philanthropy. In the dairy sector, Waikato's Dr. Katrina Roberts has been honoured for co-developing heifer teat sealing, a breakthrough practice now widely used across New Zealand that prevents tens of thousands of antibiotic treatments every year by reducing mastitis. The agribusiness and horticulture sectors are also represented, with Russell Lowe, Dr. Kenneth Woodford, Jeffrey Maber and Dr. Ronald Beatson, all appointed officers of the New Zealand Order of Merit. At the grassroots level, Lindsay Gordon-Wright and Edward Keith Ford have both received the King's Service Medal for their dedication to rural mental health, the dairy industry and Fire and Emergency New Zealand. Two New Zealand timber sports athletes are chasing history in Budapest this weekend. King Country farmer Jack Jordan bidding to become the first full-time winner of the Still Timber Sports World Trophy, and West Coast-born Ashley Marsh competing at the inaugural Women's World Championship. Jordan goes to Hungary as three-time defending champion and world record holder, having set a new mark of 52.53 seconds at his last victory in Milan. Marsh grew up in Westport, where her father competed in woodchopping, and earned her place as New Zealand's sole women's representative at a championship in Melbourne in April. Now based in Australia, she says the event is her Olympics. Taranaki's Matthew Gower completes the three-person New Zealand team competing in the Under-25 Rookies World Championship on Saturday morning New Zealand time, followed by Ashley Marsh with Jack Jordan's event on Sunday morning. And that's the latest CountryWide CONNECT news.
Nature waits for no one. Farmlands is here to help this with expert advice, reliable products and timely supply. Shop offers in store, online, Farmlands Pro, or with your rep.